Hi everybody, welcome back to our YouTube Cook RT again. And this one I will talk about our basic operation of our D flip-flop by using our P-space, so you can see our better pictures. Well, if you take a look at the D flip-flop, I put like Control G on P-space and I key the number 4747. This is the basically your D flip-flop. And you know that they have like four input, right? You have preset, you have the input, you have clock, and you also have clear. And your output is the actually there are two output Q and Q bar. So usually um, that we have like opposite logic. For example, if Q is 0, you have Q bar to be 1. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to input pulse, four of them, and then we will analyze, the output to see if there corresponds to, the function table of 7474. That's I get it from our data sheet. Okay, let's get it started. First of all, you need to um, apply, pulse input. So I put Control G and I put like digital clock. I need four of them. One, two, three, and four. So the first one will go to preset. Second one will go to the input. The third one will go to clock, and the last one will go to clear. So I control W, and then I make a connection to all of them. And to make it simple, I will change this one to be preset pin, and this one to be for the input, and this one will go to clock or CLK, and the last one will go to clear, CLR. So I'm ready, to apply the pulse input to all four inputs. But now, just to make sure you got all combinations to analyze your output according to four inputs, um, first of all, you take a look at this one here. From the function table, K. This one actually they call dual D-type positive H trigger flip-flops, because this one is going to work uh, by positive H trigger of the clock signal. You can notice here, um, if this is the positive H trigger for the clocks, change the state of, or change the logic from 0 to 1, your Q output will correspond to input D. Take a look at this one. When D is high or 1, your output will be 1. And as well as if your D input is the 0, your output Q will be 0 as well. And of course, your Q bar is going to be opposite. For Q to be 1, you have Q bar to be 0. And for Q to be 0, your Q bar going to be 1. And you also need to apply your preset and clear signal or pulse, both to be high for your Q output to correspond to your input D. And for the cross side here, we call a don't care state, and we're not going to take a look at these conditions at this moment. We just focus on the these conditions. And for preset and clear, both are high or 1, and you have your clock to be low, your outputs to stay as the previous state, or it doesn't change to the new state. Doesn't matter what your D input is. So first step, we're going to take a look at to make it simple, we go to let's say Excel. I'm going to create the truth table or function table. So let's put this one as the input. I have what? The first input, let's say clock. The second input is like preset. And the third input, let's say clear. And the fourth input is the D. And you also have your output Q and Q bar that we're going to analyze. So this is going to be your output. Now I'm gonna put the clocks. Let's say you have like 4 inputs, right? So the total combinations is going to be what? 2 to the 4th, right? So let's make what? 16 combinations. So let's put this one as 0, and this is 1 and 0 and 1. So I need like 16 combination, and I make copy of this one to make it faster. Let's say, so I have 16 combinations. Now your preset, let's say you start with 0. You will see the PSpice, as I told you, that we need our combinations to our possibility, to analyze your output according to our function table from datasheet. This is what we are going to take a look. So let's just put this one as 0, 0, and this is going to be what? 0, 0 as well, and then become 1, 1, 1, and I also put this one as the repeat or over again. And to make a preset and clear, have for 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. I can put this one as 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Oops, sorry. 0, 1, 1, and I repeat all over again. So you take a look. I have 0, 0. I have 0, 1. I have 1, 0. I have 1, 1. So our combination. Now take a look at the D input. You have what? Let's see here. Make it 0, 0. You make this the 1, 1, and 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. The reason I do this because you need to check, three. I don't care about the clock, because it's like switch around 010101. And then for preset, you need a 000, right? Let's say you have like three inputs and you need all combinations, the possibility. And I also have 001. Do you have 001? No, I don't have 001. So how can I make it there 001? So let's change this one to be 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So I have 0, 0, 0. Do you have 0, 0, 1? I still don't have 0, 0, 1. How can I make that happen? You need 0, 0, 1. That's going to be a little bit headache, but we can try to just think a little bit. What about I put this one as there? No, I still cannot make it. What about let us make it 0, 1, same as the clock, right? Just to make it easy, right? Control V. So I have 0, 0, 0, right? I have 0, 0, 1. I have 0, 1, 0. I have 0, 1, 1. Yes, I do have. So let's move on. Now when you already have your function table or truth table, you go back to your pspace. So let's make the width of the clock pulse to be 1 microsecond. So I have this one 1 microsecond, this is 1 microsecond, and I have total 16 combinations. So I have what? 16 microseconds, right? So what I'm going to do is that I go to clock, and then I go to edit, I go to attribute. So I put the on time to be 1 microsecond or 1 U, and then off time to be 1 U as well. And then what about preset? Is take what? Off time to be what? 4 microsecond, right? And on time also 4 microsecond. So I go to preset, I go to attribute. This is I put in for U or 4 microsecond. This one also 4 microsecond. Click OK. What about clear? Is off time to be 2 microsecond, right? On time is what? 2 microsecond. So I go to clear, and then I go to attribute setup, and this one to be 2 microsecond, and off time also 2 microsecond. Click OK. Now for the D is the same as the clock pulse. So I go to D, I go to edit, I go to attribute. This is become 1 microsecond on time, and then this is also 1 microsecond. Click OK. Now I have our input pulse for 4 inputs. The next step is that I want to plot. So to see your output signal Q and Q bar. So I go to analysis, you go to setup, and for the axis is to be the time, right? So I choose transient. Now the total time I need, I can put like 16 microsecond or 32 microsecond. So let's make it just like 20 microsecond. Then I close it, and then I save it, and I do simulation. finally I get the plot. See, I start from 0 second and the final time is 20 microsecond. Now you take a look at the clock signal. So each of them, the power width is like 1 microsecond, right? Off time 1 microsecond, off time 1 microsecond. And the next one is I go to preset signal. So I have off time like 4 microsecond and on time is like 4 microsecond, like this. Next, clear. You go to clear. You have what off time to be 2 microsecond and on time to be 2 microsecond. And the last one input. The last input is D. It's going to follow the clock signal. And now we're going to take a look at the Q. Since we already finished simulation, so I can look at my Q output. So I have Q output like this. And also I want to see Q bar output. This is my Q bar output. To make it easy to take a look, I activate my cursor. Alright. So the first 1 microsecond, this is what I have. I have 4 input. Clock is 0, preset is 0, clear is 0, D input is 0, and then Q output is 1 and Q bar is 1. But if you go back to take a look at your data sheet, okay, as I mentioned earlier, you can see that the interest in only positive trigger of the clock pulse, or when it's changed from 0 to 1 or switch from 0 to 1, and both preset and clear pulse are both high. Now just leave the clock signal behind, but we take a look at preset and clear when both are high or 1 first. Here you have preset. Oops, sorry. This is preset and clear is 1, right? Both of them 1. And then what happened is that your D input, well, your Q output will follow the D input only when the clock signal is like switch from 0 to 1. Now you can see when the clock signal switch from 0 to 1, your Q bar change from what? From 0 to 1. It's follow our input D, right? And then is the remain, I mean Q output remain 1 as long as your preset and clear and the positive edge trigger is coming in. That's the condition that we change the state of our Q bar to follow your D input. Now you take a look at the other situation. Both at this point, at this time, let's look at your preset and clear, both to be 1, right? And then you have a positive edge trigger of a clock pulse coming in, your cue will follow your D input. See at this point here, when the positive what edge trigger of clock pulse coming in. At this point, your D is switched from 0 to be 1, as well as your Q switch from 0 to be 1 as well. So this is how your D flip-flop works. And you can also notice this is when your Q bar, is 1. Your Q bar, of course, is 0 or low. Alright, so that's just the basic idea by using to show you how the flip-flop works by using PSpice to see better pictures, because many people are confused. And I'll see you in the next YouTube. You can also play around more on PSpice. Alright, thank you very much.